Alright, y'all. Welcome back. Sorry it's been a little bit since I've been on here, but been busy with some stuff, had some things come up, and it was kind of hard to keep finding time to get out here and shoot some videos for y'all. But today's a special day. And as you see back here, I got somebody with me. This is my mom's younger brother. His name is Billy. He's my uncle. And today is August the 7th. August the 7th is his oldest brother, my mom's oldest brother as well, birthday. Robert Booth. He would have been 51 today, but sadly last year at the end of December, he suffered a massive heart attack and passed away. And it came as a real big shock to us, and nobody was expecting it, you know. He was out hunting. His girlfriend and daughter had went to Texas. Whenever they came back, they found him out in the woods. And by the time they found him, it was already too late. But he's probably one of the biggest reasons why I love fishing as much as I do. So I figured in honor of him, we'd do a little bit of a tribute video for him while we're out here doing some fishing. We're out here, I'm down in Arkansas right now actually. So just a quick disclaimer, where we're fishing, I don't believe it would be fair to include any of the fish we catch, if we catch any from here, as the channel personal best, just because on average fish in Arkansas are bigger than where I fish at in Iowa. So I don't believe it'd be very fair. So none of them will be featured as, or none of them will count towards the channel personal best. But we're out here on the White River. We put in close to Desart, ran up river a few miles. We're gonna pull some of these bends where it gets kind of deep. As y'all know, where I'm at, what I'm used to is anywhere from probably 4 foot of water up to a max about 13 foot of water. Heading out here, the average was 20 to 30 feet of water. And there have been some very, very, very sizable fish brought out of the White River, particularly catfish. Hopefully we can get into one today. And we're going to do some fishing. We're going to tell some stories. So y'all stick around for that, and we'll see y'all here in just a little while. All right, y'all. Turned out that spot we were in, we couldn't really do a drag in it real efficiently. Anyways, the current was a little too strong. My trolling motor couldn't keep up. But we anchored up over there, didn't get no action. Y'all see Billy struggling? That's definitely going on the channel. Anyways, we come over here to the spot where we're at. There's a sharp bend in the river. There's a log jam we're tied into. And right out here, to the left of the boat, there is a very deep hole. It drops to, I think at one point I seen it was 38 feet. And I done had 2 really good bites. They spat the hook out on me. Billy, he's sitting there fishing with a worm, trying to catch a little bit more bait. They got me to thinking about Uncle Robert. One of my favorite memories of him was there was a spell around the time I was 12, 13. I lived with him, his wife, and 2 of his kids in East Texas, far East Texas. We lived less than 30 minutes from Shreveport, Louisiana, just across the Texas state line. But it's probably about 10, 11 o'clock Friday night, Saturday night, something like that. Uncle Robert comes in, tells me, you have 15 minutes to be dressed, ready, have your fishing pole in the truck, or you stay home, we're going fishing. That was all he said. I jumped up and grabbed my fishing pole, my tackle box, everything, threw it in the... You got one? Whoa. That was a gar. That's fine. I used the damn gar as bait. Go back out there. Anyways, get it all loaded up in the truck. Me and Robert and his 2 kids, we take off and we go pond hopping. Heading out to this place called 40 Acre Pond. Only rule was 2 rules. Number 1, if you heard somebody holler, hey, you take off running. Number 2, drop your pole. We can always come back for it. Just run like hell. And we was going out there at midnight, do some bass fishing. Wound up staying there till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Each one of us caught a good mess of bass. That was right around the time I was really learning how to bass fishing. Uncle Robert was the one that was teaching me. And the one thing about Uncle Robert, he always loved outdoors. He loved outdoors. If he wasn't working in the garden, building decks or patios or anything like that, he was fishing. If he wasn't fishing, he was hunting. Yeah, just like Billy said, sometimes he was doing both. You want to talk about a man who had a love for the outdoors? That was Robert. That right there reminds me of another story. Oh, going on probably 7 years ago. I was married to my second wife. Me and her was laying in bed. Kids are already asleep. We're cuddling, watching TV in our room. Uncle Robert comes in and says, boy, get dressed. We're going to go do some hunting. It's like 11 o'clock at night. Get dressed. We're going hunting. I turn to my wife. I tell her, well, I'm going hunting with Robert. We'll be back in about an hour. Have my knives ready, you know. You're going to go hunting she said, you're going to go hunting at 11 o'clock at night, and you know you're going to be back in an hour? Oh, hold on. We got one. Ooh, did it come off? Anyways, you need to wait.
Yeah.
Huh?
That time you sitting there red light chasing.
What about it?
Go. If you would have looked up, you'd have ran that red light.
Oh, yeah.
That thing I knew.
Anyway, anyways, sitting there, my wife's like, y'all gonna go hunting at 11 o'clock at night, and you know you're gonna be back in an hour with a deer? 40 minutes after she said that, we had a doe sitting in a tree. Hell, probably what, 20 minutes after that, so at the actual hour mark, we had deer frying in a skillet. But at that time, I think all we had in the kitchen to eat was just a little bit of flour, thing of cornbread, a few cans of beans, maybe some milk. We were hungry. And, you know, 7,500 pounds of deer meat goes a long way, especially when you're hungry. It ain't legal. But where I'm from, we don't like the government telling us when we can and when we can't hunt. We only hunt when we're hungry or when it's legal to do so. But I'm gonna keep laughing at Billy trying to catch these egg-on fish.
Hey, I had one.
Hopefully we'll have a catfish for y'all here in a minute. He did have a gar. Don't worry. You know, as us cat fishermen know, if you're fishing and you ain't catching catfish, you're catching bait. Ooh, Billy, that might be a little too deep. Maybe not. Real homeboy. Alright, I'll catch y'all here in a little bit. Hopefully with a fish. Well, y'all check that out. Billy caught us some bait. Gator gar. Little baby. About a pound and a half. We're gonna cut some chunks off of him and see if catfish will eat some gator gar. We're gonna get him on a hook and get him cast out. We'll see. Catch y'all here in a minute. Damn, you're short.
I know, but I'm good looking.
No, you're not. Anyways. Alright, y'all. That's gonna do it for us today. We didn't even catch any catfish. We caught that one, Billy caught that one gator gar. And hooked into a couple more gator gars. We tried using them as bait. Best we ever did was with our little gidser shad we caught. We had some few really good hits. I wish I'd have got the hits on camera, but alas, what can you do? But from what I felt in as slow of a current we were in where we were at, based on my fishing knowledge, they were at least 15 to 20, if not bigger, pound catfish. They were pretty decent size. I wound up obliterating my casting net. I was casting it out, and there was apparently a limb in about 8 foot of water that I didn't know there was. And I ripped probably a good 4 foot hole in it. So I'm gonna have to get another one of them. But hey, what can you do? You know, I'm not complaining. Still had a great day, still had a blast. It was nice remembering Robert on his birthday. Wherever he is, God, I hope he knows he's loved and missed. My grandma went today to his gravesite, and her and her husband, my grandpa, my pawpaw, they handmade a temporary headstone for him. It was really, really nice. I'll put a picture of it up. And they went and put it out on his grave today. You know, Robert, he was always family first. He was a hell of a man. No matter what anybody ever did to him, whether it be good or bad, Robert never had a bad thing to say about anybody. You know? He didn't have beef with anybody. He had nothing but love for everybody. Don't get me wrong. Robert was the family asshole and the family badass. And if it came down to it, especially whenever, you know, if it meant going to war for his family, he would throw some hands, and he was hellaciously good at it. I will tell you that right now. And I can give you a laundry list of people who would attest to that. But win, lose, or draw, once the fight was over with, he'll help you up, help you dust off, shake your hand, and go have a drink with you. Because once it was over, it was over. He didn't have no ill feelings towards anybody, no matter what they did. He is a very, very large part of the man I became, man I am today. I'm so grateful to have had him in my life, to be able to call him my uncle. And the world is a little bit worse off place without him in it, but I know heaven's better off with him in it. Heaven helped the deer and fish up there. You know, a few quick things before we head out. While we were heading back, we wound up seeing a few deer. One was a nice looking buck, 8-point in velvet. I'm gonna have some pictures of it up. It was running around with a doe. And we're gonna welcome another person to the Catfish Club. My second son, Charles, he caught one out of the same pond that my oldest boy, AJ, did. I got the picture a few weeks ago, but as I said at the beginning of this, it's been quite a challenge to get everything. It's been a challenge to even get on the water, even bank fishing. I just had so much going on, been pulled left and right, upside down. I don't know my head from my ass, and I don't know my asshole from a hole in the ground. I've been so backwards, it's unreal. But I'm gonna put a picture of that up, you know. And for the next few weeks at least, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more steady with putting out some fishing content, you know. I'm gonna do a little bit of bass fishing, as you all know, mostly catfishing, you know. But as always, y'all take care, and I'll see you next time. You have anything you want to say about Robert? All right. Well, y'all take care. We'll see you next time.